Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Dave for That's Us Gaming, and you join me at a very sombre time. Today, we are mourning the death of Boss Key Studios, and also of their children, LawBreakers and Radical Heights. Boss Key was taken from us way too soon. Especially little baby Radical Heights, who hadn't even entered beta testing yet. Okay, this is starting to get a bit grim now, but yes, I am absolutely gutted about the closure of Boss Key Studios. I never played LawBreakers as I hadn't heard of it until it pretty much battle-borned, but I did play Radical Heights, and it pains me that I have to say goodbye to it after such a short time together. Radical Heights, for those of you who don't know, was Boss Key's attempt to cash in on the so-called Battle Royale genre. It was released in self-titled Extreme Early Access in an attempt to not make the same mistakes as LawBreakers, i.e. not be ridiculously fucking late to the party. The game plays like a cross between PUBG and Smash TV, where 100 people are dropped into a map and fight until one remains. So far, it's just, all familiar stuff. But there were a few things that set it apart. There was a cash system where you would earn cash from kills and you could get cash from getting prizes, which you could then roll over to subsequent rounds and use it to buy guns. But the fairness was they would only let you withdraw $100 of your savings from an ATM at a time. So even if you had millions in the bank for the next round, you would still have to find an ATM, take out $100 at a time, and considering that some of these guns could be about 2,000, that's right, you could find guns in vending machines and buy them, but yeah, you could spend about $2,000, so you'd be at this ATM. And it wasn't just a case of just press the button and it's instant. You've got to wait a little bit for the money to be withdrawn, and it just left you very vulnerable. So while I was playing, I actually found that it was quite balanced. Now, another thing that gave the game such potential was its heavy use of the 80s game show atmosphere. From the cheesy all-American announcement, like, "Hi Bob, this is so-and-so," and all this, to the use of, like I said, cash and the prizes. And the prizes on there were stuff like old Walkman, which were meant to look brand new, 80s video game systems. Now, to play it solo, I would have chose Radical Heights each and every time over PUBG, over Fortnite, and to be honest with you, it was just fun, plain and simple. Playing PUBG now with my friends, I'm still going, yeah, well, Radical Heights doesn't have fall damage. Yeah, you don't have to bother with a plane. You literally just drop into the map and just drop to the floor. I'm still comparing the two, despite the fact that it's gone, and now we're never going to see just what they could have done to this game. And I mean, considering it was so early in early access that some of the buildings didn't have textures. I mean, they could have changed an awful lot, and I think that right there is the real tragedy of the death of Boss Key. I mean, I also feel sorry for all the people who bought VIP memberships, as, well, they're useless now. And I'm sure as shit glad I was skint when I was going to buy them. I mean, fucking, oof. Talking about dodging a bleeding bullet. But a lot of people are laughing at this game's demise purely because Cliff Bleszinski is associated with the project. And that's just wrong. I mean, love him or hate him, he didn't make the entire fucking game. He's just a part of a much bigger machine. And I am gutted. I will miss Radical Heights because it was a game I honestly thought was going to do well. I'd invested time into it. And yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, the only last hope is that somebody will pick it up, but it's looking very much doubtful. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting me say a few words on behalf of the deceased. But remember, in these times of grief, always aim to reach those radical heights. God bless.